Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I had lit the sage before we started, but it kind of started going out a little bit. So I hope everybody is well. I hope your family is well, your kid, your children. Um, I put out a video yesterday. It may have the date of June 17th. I'm gonna go back and edit it as soon as we get off of here. But I put it out about 11:30 last night, and as I tell y'all, I can't control um how long the algorithm takes to upload the video after I go live. Usually it won't come out until the next day. So if you don't catch me live, then according to YouTube, the video won't go up the next day. So I'm hoping that a video is called Staying Vigilant. It's up and running for you today. Um, if not, I don't know, maybe it'll be out tomorrow on the 18th, along with this video dated June the 17th, right? Okay, so it was very enlightening. Yesterday's video, Staying Vigilant. It talked about your solar plexus chakra, your root chakra, and your heart chakra. Okay. And about discovering yourself, discovering your life purpose. So let's go take a look at that, okay? All right. So who are y'all ghosting? Are y'all ghosting somebody, or is somebody ghosting you? We got Leo season coming up. I practice Vedic Sidereal on this channel. Not do have a Western astrology or tarot channel. It's called Yes or No Tarot. The link for it is in my community and my about section down at the bottom. Use that link to go over there and go ahead and subscribe, because we're going to start working with that channel, this fall. And it's going to pretty much be, yes or no. Quick to the answers. It's a message coming for y'all. It's a bird on my back porch. So expect a message, okay? It can be somebody that you have not talked to, silence, and they want to establish their power. Okay, it can be the power that they have over you, to see if they still have power over you. They could be a Leo or a fire sign. But Leo season for me won't start until let me see, August the 16th through September the 16th. Okay, so I don't know if some of y'all gonna be ghosting somebody or playing the quiet game, or maybe this person will stay quiet up until Leo season, August the 16th. But it's time for meditation and contemplation. So it may be that, for whatever thing that you need to think about, or whatever you're contemplating on right now, it could be that you need that time to contemplate on it before you let it go. Okay, so it's saying to enter the stillness within you right now, and that silence will continue to help heal you and replenish you. Somebody could have been really making you very tired. It could just be your kids, your job, stuff that you're going through, day-to-day activities, taking care of this, taking care of that, and you just still need a break. Okay, before we go into Leo season, the kids will be going back to school in the first part of August, depending on what country, city, or state that you live in, of course. I know down here in Atlanta, the children usually go back the second week of August. Okay. Um, so this can be that it can be your quiet time until things get back into routine. With the kids going back to school, summer camp is out, summer is over for them, and you're going to be back into full power. All right. So your life is calling for you to step in your power rather than playing it small. So some of you also, you've been playing it small for whatever reason, for about whatever. Okay. And it's time to get in your full power. This also could be Some of you have not been working or is looking for a job right now and you're ready to go back to work. I know I am already applying for different job positions. And I like to do stuff ahead of time because, still sometimes it takes them a while to call you back and this and that and this and that. So when the cards keep telling you to go ahead and to apply yourself or to apply for something, okay, it's for a reason. So that when that time period opens up, you'll be ready. You'll be some of the first applications that they see, etc., etc., okay? So I'm ready to go back to work now, actually. But I know if I keep applying right now, online, in person, however the case may be, job fairs, that I will have a position before August, okay, right? Before the end of July. Because I'm looking at the Leo here. So the contemplation, think about what you want to do, how you want to do it, because it's also telling you that it's time to kind of quit laying low. Okay, some of you been laying low for a while, and it's time to step back fully into your power. Okay, all right. So that also goes with yesterday's reading of discovering yourself, discovering your life purpose. Some of you may find some type of position or enroll into school, okay, because you're discovering your life purpose of what you want to do. And you've been playing it small for a while. You've been contemplating, do I really want to go back to school? I'm this age and I never thought I'll be going back to school at 50 or 46 or whatever the case may be. But you've been playing it small. You've been accepting these small wages, small salaries, and you always wanted to go to school. You can go to school online. It doesn't have to be in person, but it's putting you back or putting you more into your full power of your life purpose. Okay? Yes? All right. So I feel that this surrender to the natural beauty and world can also just be, it's the weekend coming up. So for some of you, it's time for you to take a relaxing break, spend some time in nature, okay, and replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. So, it's pretty hot outside. I know the heat index is reaching 105 down here in Atlanta. So especially if you stay in California and Arizona and more down south like Louisiana and Mississippi and stuff like that, I know it's probably even hotter, especially like in Florida and places, right? So take some time to be in nature right now, and especially in some water. That water and that sand, the greenery also will help to rejuvenate you, to ground you, especially with the root chakra card coming out yesterday. Okay, you're more in your head right now than flat on your feet as being grounded. Okay, so you're overthinking, you're thinking a lot, you're contemplating. Some of you, it could just be meditation, and you're taking your meditation to a higher level of ascension, which is good, right? And that also is going to help you to stay grounded, because when you get in your full power, you're going to be, you're going to be taken off. So when you get ready to make these huge mental decisions and press forward fully, you need to really have your base together. And when I say base, I mean your root. All right. Come out of that victim mentality, the angriness, the being upset. Some of you, it could be a little bit of codependency for emotions. This also could be somebody you haven't talked to, right? And they want to be back in your energy for as relaxation. It could be whatever that they're doing or whoever that they're living with, being with, in a relationship with, right? That person or situation is driving them crazy. Not literally, maybe so, but and they want to take a break by coming towards you because of the way you make them feel, the way you make the atmosphere feel, the emotions, the way that they feel lovingly. And I say that because up under That card is surrendered the fear of intimacy in reverse. Okay, so you are ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to. Hey, Life Path Oracle, how are you? Missed you the past couple of days. And begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So, this also could be you right now, where that you are stopping the patterns, okay, and you are beginning to accept intimacy and love, but it don't have to be from an ex or a certain person, but you're ready to tackle this, and you could still be in a contemplation stage, like, okay, I'm ready to kind of start dating. I'm not gonna rush myself, but I'm gonna come out the fear of being not physically intimately, well, maybe some of you, okay, but you're ready to let love in very soon. So this is why also the chakra cards came out yesterday, with the heart, the solar plexus, the wisdom, which is wisdom and power, and the root chakra. Because if you don't trust anybody or even trust yourself to want to open your heart and to be compassionate again, or continue to be compassionate with people and getting to know people very closely, then it's still going to be a challenge for you. Okay, so this is what I feel a lot of you are working on right now, which is you're beginning to release that pattern, and you're not going to let any exes or any other person or people stop you from opening your heart. Okay, and some of you may not all the way fully be there, but you're getting there. Okay, all right. Oh, look at there. Gamble, playing the rolling the dice. Okay, taking a gamble, rolling the dice. So this could be some of you, a lot of us, all the time, we take gambles when it comes to intimacy, allowing our heart to be opened, telling somebody that we've been with for a while or getting to know. We start to tell them about our past. We start to really open up and try to become comfortable with that person, because you have to do it at some point. Now, if you're just meeting somebody, don't do it all in one day. Okay, make it a challenge for them to ask you questions, to get to know you, to kind of pry you open a little bit, to say, well, what do you like, or would you like to talk about your past? And only give them, and this is a learning lesson for me too, only give them bits and pieces of information. Don't give them your whole diary to read, okay, after you're just meeting somebody. Okay, only give them tidbits of information. Make them work for it to get to know you and about your past before you fully take a gamble and let them know. Because then you start to lose your power. Everybody starts to lose their power as they do that, right? And then also you're opening up your heart chakra to a full blast of letting them know everything about you within 72 hours. Okay, take it small, you know, take it small, let them know things about you as time as needed, right? Okay, and we have the message. Oh, see there, message, the feathers. And I just told you I seen a bird on my back porch and that a message was coming. Some of y'all may have already received a message from somebody, but if you haven't, maybe this person has went silent because they changed their mind about sending the message out to you. Maybe they didn't want to step in their full power, which is like courage and willpower, right? And they changed their mind. They could have backspace and deleted the message, and now they have become quiet because they're contemplating either to send you out another message, depending on if they sent you out one and how you replied to that. Now they need to step in their full power and courage, okay, their willpower to gain it back up to try and send you another one, right? Because they're challenging their self to surrender the fear of intimacy. And it don't have to mean that they're trying to come and sleep with you. It's the closeness that they have felt or did feel when y'all were together or in some type of connection, okay? And they don't want to take the gamble, actually, of you totally going silent on them. It can be again, right? Or yes, they need to take this gamble because they need to swallow, and it also could be you swallowing the to surrendering the fear of intimacy. It's like they want to come back or establish the closeness that you did have before, and same with you. Maybe you don't want to take a gamble or even answering the message, answering to the message that they send to you can just be a huge gamble, because once you do that, you will start to relinquish your power that you're working very strongly on to obtain and to keep, right? So this could be while you're in contemplation stage. Whatever this is, y'all two been on the break. You haven't been talking to each other, whether it was on your part or their part, okay? But you haven't been speaking to this person. You've been in a relaxing break. They've been taking a break from you. But somebody here is playing it small. Now, whatever karma that you have with this person of why this person needs to send out a message to you, whether you're ready to be back with that person or to say, okay, we can be cordial. I don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore. I don't want intimacy with you anymore. But I'm ready to bury the hatchet where that I'm ready to stay in my power by making sure that everything that I have came intertwined with people in my life is cordial. It's no hate, it's no anger, it's no bitterness, etc., etc., right? Because that's keeping your heart chakra open. You can't still have underlying bitterness and hate for somebody as an ex that did you any type of way, okay? And then trying to have your heart chakra healed and open where that now you're trying to move on with your life and have new relationship, get married in the future, and have closeness and intimacy with somebody new. It don't work that way. You have to have a clear baseline of a open heart chakra, period. Okay, so if you haven't gotten over, or if you still have an underlying bitterness of hate or envy or angerness, being angry over what somebody did to you from the past, and it could be a couple of years ago, 5, 7, 10. Okay, if you have not healed from that, then it's still suffering with you more than the person that did it to you, because they're not even really thinking about it like that anymore. You're the one that's still boiling, okay, in your blood about how they did you. So you're the one that still need to do more of the healing than them. Okay, so that means that that's the residue that they left with you that you need to clear. Because remember the card that you can't change anybody, and to accept it for what it is and accept it as a life lesson. And you take that life lesson, right, of how much you open up to intimacy, your heart, how you stop playing it small for people when it comes to love and relationship. You've learned to always stay in your full power, never to let anybody take all of your power from you anymore. So it was more of a lesson on your part than what they did to you. It goes both ways, right? Because the person couldn't did whatever they did to you unless you allowed them to. Because a lot of you have gotten tower moments where the tower moments were there, acknowledging you, trying to say, hey, I showed you this, I showed you that, but you didn't want to budge, you didn't want to move, right? You want to see it through rose-colored glasses. You didn't want to do anything about it. You didn't want to break up with the person when you first learned that they cheated on you, or when they first did this, or when they first did that, right? And it was giving you the moment that it was time to leave, but you didn't. You surrendered your power to them. You accepted their apology. You can still accept somebody's apology for the situation of what they did to you, and then you still break up with them. You don't accept their apology and then allow them to do it to you again a year and a half or 2 or 3 years later, still being in the relationship, right? You understand what I mean? I don't know why it started dimming like this, my phone. What is going on here? Okay, let's clarify this real quick. Some of you may see some feathers, whether it's you're walking around in a garden or in a park. Okay, it could be a certain feather that you see by your car, by your front door, in your yard. Make sure you pick it up, right? Because there's going to be a message for you. Some of you, I hear you may see a commercial that contains feathers, and but it's a message coming for you. Okay. All right. So are you going to take the gamble when the message comes out? And this goes on the message, which is temperance. You see that? Tempering your feelings, tempering your emotions, the give and take, balancing of the situation. Okay. Whoever this message is being sent to or from, they're wanting to be optimistic about it. Okay, and because of all the silence between the both of you, it's time for somebody to be outspoken, whether to say their piece or whether to ask for forgiveness. But desiring knowledge is here. Okay. Also, this person needs to discuss on how irresponsible they were or is, if this is a current situation for you. I feel that this person is becoming more independent from the situation that they are involved in right now. They could be Sag, or have Sag in their chart. Please don't only think of it as a sun sign and or Leo. I got Leo here twice because the gamble card here is also fifth house. Okay, fifth house is taking a gamble, is games. So it's like somebody saying that, either you're about to go quiet because you're not going to keep gambling your love, playing it small with this person. Either you go big or go home. Y'all know the saying, right? So either this person needs to step up and step in, go big, or go home. So right now they're thinking about it. They're trying to balance it. They're trying to they're in contemplation. And I always say, if you got to think and contemplate, if you want to be in a relationship with me, then you can keep on walking, because it should, like I say with my other tarot channel, it's either yes or no, right? Anytime you continue to procrastinate, and of course you can contemplate and meditate on stuff, but a lot of stuff you don't even have to think about, because it's more of, people will start to think, well, if I commit to this relationship, then I can't do this. I have to stop doing that. I have to stop being a player. And if I really love this person like I say I do, then that means that everybody else is off the table and I'm fully committed to this person. A lot of people are very scared when it comes to finding their true love or real love. And that really shows them that they will have to stay in their full power and stop playing it small, okay, far as still doing third party type of shit, right? That they can't, they'll have to rein in their responsibility. Yes, thank you, angels. Okay, to stop being irresponsible. And irresponsibility is still taking other numbers, being in other people's DMs, okay, sending out messages, still, and I'm not saying that you or your partner have to stop going out and having fun, and the level of trust should be there, but it get to a point where, do I trust my mate? Because are they still talking to other people? Are they still getting people's number on the sly? And they got all those type of apps now where you can hide numbers and pictures and stuff on your main screen, up under some type of fake app. Why do all that? Just stay single. You get me? So it's kind of like Temperance is saying here, you want to be optimistic about this person and relationship, but you're still irresponsible. You're still juggling other people and other things, okay, instead of staying in your full power. So temperance is like, don't even message the person because you're not ready. Look at there, Judgment, Scorpio. And I was going to say, Scorpio, that this person or you could be not a cusp, but as a second house or rising, a Sag or a Scorpio. So they could be a Sag with a Scorpio moon or second house, or they could be a Scorpio with a Sag moon or rising or second house, or so can you. So this is Temperance, can be reconciliation, right? But somebody is not willing to stop playing it small to actually reconcile. So now this person or you needs to continue to clear and to purge this situation, going through transformation or rebirth. And you can't put a time limit on transformation, okay? I know I've been going through transformation almost 5-6 years now. It doesn't really stop, but it will come to a point where you can tolerate it, okay, to be able to work the situation. The Temperance card with the 2 cups joining together, or the water joining together to blend the feelings and emotions, where that it's a calm decision, and what do you call it, a calm debate. So this also could be a conversation that needs to happen very calmly. Okay, so if this person calls or messages you, have the conversation very calmly. Don't be irate. Don't be upset. Don't come out of your power by fussing and cussing and doing all that. Talk with temperance. Okay. And you see the word surrender here again. An awakening, fundamental change. Anytime you see a fundamental change, that means a change needs to happen. Somebody is feeling pressured to stop playing it small and to take this gamble, to roll the dice, to either you do or you don't. Fear. Oh, I got 2 cards. Fear of intimacy is thoughts, problems, doubt, that hesitation that I talked about, unclear, confusion. We talked about confusion in that yesterday, about the root chakra, the heart chakra, and the solar plexus. Indecision and a misunderstanding. Okay, and then you have the flyer fly in reverse, which is illumination, chemistry, inner fire, soul spark, someone very exceptional, magic, and attraction. So some of you can say and feel now that this person is not very exceptional to me as much as they used to be. I don't have any chemistry for them. The inner spark is gone. My soul don't even get sparked anymore when I see or hear from this person. And I've lost attraction, right? But also the illumination is in reverse. So, is it all of that because it was a huge misunderstanding about something? There's still confusion, doubt, and hesitation and indecision that is here about opening up to this intimacy, all right, to compassionately now open up and surrender to it. Somebody is still very doubtful. You're thinking about it, or this other person is still thinking about it. But like again, I really feel that whoever this is feeling like you don't have the chemistry for them anymore, which may be true, right? I know with me, if you do something to me, all the chemistry is gone for me, because it's kind of like it's a turnoff, regardless of whatever it is. It's kind of like it's a turnoff to me if a person is established and is showing to me that you can't not surrender to your own feelings and emotions to keep them in check enough to know whether you want this or not. Because I don't like stuff in between. Either you want to do this or you don't. Okay? And a lot of people let their partners or who they want to be in a relationship with or married to or whatever keep them in doubt and hesitation. They allow them to keep stuff confused and unclear. If you keep stuff too confused and unclear for me, it's a no. And I'm gone. Because then this stuff here, the cloudiness and stuff like this, it starts to affect your relationships. It starts to affect your own power, your own trust. It starts to make you feel, hey, girl, you've been reading those cards. Oh, thank you. Y'all know it may come across like I'll be sounding like I'm preaching, but I don't. I just talk like this with power. With when I speak my words, I say it with clarity. I say it with strength, because I believe in what I'm saying. And it's not about what I'm trying to say and prove that what I'm saying is right. It's not about that. I just say it with no hesitation, and I say it with no indecision in what I say and how I say it. But when I get to channeling, it just come across like I'm preaching. But girl, I'm not. Okay, I'm not preaching, right? Ooh, look at that, the moon. I knew it was something. That's why I kept saying about feelings and emotions. So this also could be a Cancer. Okay. I don't see the moon as Pisces. I see the moon for me and my channel as Cancer. So fantasy, we talked about that yesterday. Subconscious, romance, intuition, the psyche, affection, recognition. See, that's what I kept saying about somebody is don't know if you will still recognize them, far as still accepting them, because they know that however long y'all been silent between each other or what went on, you have probably lost all spark for them. They know it. They know it. And for you, in your full power, you don't want to play stuff small anymore. You've elevated, you've ascended, your ascension is higher, right? Your vibration and frequency has changed. So for this person to come through and want to message and bring back all this upset temperance, okay, feelings and emotions, it's kind of like you don't want to gamble with that anymore. But some of you are still having this person as a fantasy. We talked about Neptune last night, okay? Now, some of you are still thinking or dreaming about this person, and they're still in your subconscious. So it's something that you are underlying, still feeling pressured to, in a way, reawaken that situation with them. But you know, if you do, you're not going to be the same person that you used to be when y'all first got together. But I feel that somebody wants to show and to give affection to you. They want the recognition. It also could be that they just want attention. Okay. So some of you may get an invitation from this person and you may tell them no. Or it can just be an invitation to clear up a misunderstanding. You're going to know what it is according to your situation. Okay. And look at this. Speaking of brewing up and stirring up, there go the tornado. Some of you pay attention to your weather tonight, this weekend, for any storm outbreaks and tornadoes, okay? So we got a sudden, unexpected ending, a breakdown. That was the word from last night. Over and done, end, destroy, and liberate. Somebody is feeling pressured to to connect back with you, okay, through their intuition. They're also going through a clearing and a purging. So if you haven't seen this person in years and they were in a relationship or something like that, they always have stayed in confusion since y'all parted. Okay, they've been dreaming about you, they've been fantasizing. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, okay? Either in both ways, they have been fantasizing about you. You've been in their subconscious. They still love you, they still want romance. I guess they fucked up. It's just as simple as that. Okay, they messed up. I'm not giving them a yes or a leeway or an apology for the situation. It's just that they were stupid and they messed up some type of way, but they never forgot about you. And I feel that according to these cards, they always wanted to really fix the problem, but they didn't want to surrender to their full power, to stop playing it small about what they kept doing and whatever that they kept doing it with other people. For example, if they got into another relationship or relationships after y'all separated or broke up or went quiet between each other, they rather stay playing it small by continuing with those other people than to stand in their full power and to clear up things with you, which is a weak ass move. That's why I was saying for me about that in between shit. I don't like in between. Either you stay in your full power or you play it small and go with those other people, right? But don't fantasize and romanticize and think about me and then ignore your intuition, okay, about not coming forward and fixing the problem because you don't have the courage and the willpower. I wouldn't want anybody that don't have courage and willpower anyway. You understand what I mean? So this is why the Judgment card is here. They keep wanting to reconcile, but for a lot of you, you're saying too much time has passed. And it also depends on the situation. I know with my ex was cheating on me. This was a long time ago. This was about 7-8 years ago now. And I've still been single since then. My ex cheated on me and went off and made a child on me. Okay? So for that, that's a no-no. So I would rather you break up with me first and then you go create however many kids you want. But don't live with a person and be in a long ass relationship and then you go and cheat and make a baby. So first of all, that means that you're sleeping without protection. And then you come home and we're in a full-blown relationship like over 5 years straight, and then you try and act like you wasn't out impregnating other people. For me, that's not a coming back to me situation. Now, some of y'all other situation may not be as strong as that, but for me, that's a straw that breaks the camel back. I cannot accept anybody back that impregnated somebody else while we were in a relationship. So maybe your situation is not as bad, or maybe it is around the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So for some of you, your situation still can be, and I don't mind talking about my exes or my problems or the lessons that I had to learn through relationships, right? Especially if it helps somebody else. And during that time, I wasn't even doing tarot. This is how I started doing tarot, because of the start of my rebirth and my clearing and purging, because of that happening to me. When that breakup happened, about a couple of months later, I started buying my first tarot card through my intuition, and I started learning. And my gift, discovering my life purpose, started to come out. I didn't even know I know how to do all this, But since I was a child, I was always very intuitive. Okay? So the gift was in me. I just didn't know how to start it, how to do it, right? I didn't know anything about reading cards and all that stuff. I didn't know how to channel, but I've always have gotten messages. Hey LJ, oh, that's how you learn on your journey too. Yeah, it's always some type of huge tower moment for the gifted. Um, to start to understand their life purpose on their journey. And that was the breaking point for me because I was so devastated that I did everything for this person and they did stuff for me and my children too, right? And my kids was not by this person. Um because at the time my children was already like 4 and 8 or something like that. But anyway, when I met that person, but that breakup caused the start of my transformation, my huge transformation, because we always do transformations, but from that age point, 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, I didn't know what transformation was. But we all been through them as a child, as a adolescent. I'm sorry. Um, Mercury must be in my third house somewhere because I'm stuttering. Um, Adolescence, 20s, 30s. I didn't know about what transformation and Two of Cups and the Temperance card and a Tower card. I didn't know what all that stuff was. But during our life period, we all go through tower moments. When we lose a loved one, when we break up with a baby daddy, baby mama, right? When we get to fighting, everybody don't got to fighting in a relationship or argument, some situations that you know of when somebody tires get slashed. I used to break out windows in my teenage time. When I was in relationships, it wasn't anger problems, but I used to break out windows when I would get mad. When I would find somebody cheating on me, I would break all their windows out. Don't judge me. Because I never, and plus I was 20 something, right? um I don't never like to get angry because I do everything within myself and about myself and in relationships to avoid anger. Like, it's nothing to ever be angry about when it comes to relationships. If you're doing your part and staying in your power and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and we come together and make new circumstances and create new situations and etc., you really can really blend with somebody else, you know? Temperance. You really can make a love situation very calm and serene and very temperate, right? But some people like to play it small and bring in incidences into your relationship. And that's what causes the clouds. But anyway, um yeah, I take so much before I explode also, LJ. But in my 20s, oh, I was like a firecracker. But it was to the last point where I couldn't take anymore because I do have Sag in my chart, so I can understand what temperance mean, right? Capricorn, Aquarius, Sag, and Aries moon. Okay? So I take a lot, but my temper is there. But when that person went and made not only one child, but made one child, got one person pregnant, then they went off, cheated on that girl that they cheated on me with, and start to create another baby on the other girl. So this person, at the same time of living with me and also us was breaking up, went off and created 2 kids. So I was like, number one, you're nasty. Okay. And I've been with you 5, 6 years straight, living together. So that was a huge tower moment for me. You understand? So that's a breaking point where I wouldn't allow that person back in my life anyway. But it is other exes that stuff like that has not happened. So could it be tempered? Could it be reconciled? Yes. You understand? And 10th house of career. So some of you could be Capricorns. I just called that out. Capricorn, Sag, Scorpio, Cancer, Leo. And I'm hearing Virgo and Gemini because of the communication. So remember I talked about responsibility or irresponsibility, becoming a person of power and status. Now this person could have, their life could have changed in some type of way. Maybe they gotten a better career in some type of way, whether it's entrepreneurship or whoever they're working for. Or this can be you, that you are working on your career right now and you don't want to reconcile with anybody, right? But you are in a fantasy. I need to know what this fantasy is. It could just be intimacy of, that's what you're thinking. You're fantasizing about romance. It may not be about a specific person, but it's like you're ready for romance, okay? You're ready for affection. You're ready to receive it. You're ready to give it out. And you have been listening to your intuition and your psyche. If you haven't, this could be starting by the next new moon, which is going to be the first part of July coming up. Okay. For some of you, this could have started by the Scorpio full moon on June the 13th, the other day. Maybe some of you will get a message because of that moon happening. It also could be a message about your career. So if you're expecting information about that to come through, okay, you're gonna get the employer is going to message you back. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. Like I kept talking about Leo. Somebody is wanting to showcase they want to impress you by their career move. So if you haven't talked to this person or seen this person, they could have did some type of career move or came up in their career, okay, where that they're some type of leader now, maybe a boss or a manager, or if they're an entrepreneur, maybe they have gained some recognition. They still a mama girl or mama's boy, if you need to know that. I see it here. Now, the moon also here is your credit, okay? So you need to take a chance on continuing to fix your credit. Also, watch your credit and make sure no sudden expenditures is on there. Like some type of charges that you don't know about. Some of you may be denied a position because of your credit check. Okay. If you haven't talked to your mom since the last fight or argument, it's time to surrender and to clear things up with her. Okay. I feel that this person wants to come towards you. It's a storm brewing within inside of them. They're feeling pressured to want to reconcile this. Now you still may tell this person, no, I don't want to be with you, but the energy itself, it needs to be reconciled. It's not about you, all of you getting back with the person. It's the energy, because it's the more that you hold this in or ignore it, it's gonna flare up. Okay, it's gonna cause other storms to brew up within you when you move on down the line with your future mate. Okay, so you need to clear this situation up through a conversation, through a message, and clear it up and out for the last time. So that can be the taking a gamble. Even if it's you expressing your feelings and emotions about the situations, so that you can be clear about how you felt so that this storm can end. It also could still be tearing this person up on the inside about how they did you. Now, for some of you, this is about to be a sudden breakup. You can't take it anymore. You're ready to clear and purge this person or people out of your life, whatever it is for you. Also could be a job, okay? But if this is a masculine, then this masculine needs to or is feeling the feminine emotions. You know, we all got yin and yang in us, right? So this person is feeling the divine feminine part of them about the emotional upset that they did and caused in y'all's situation. And as they're feeling their divine feminine feelings, this is what is pressuring them to contact you, okay, and to finally clear it up within inside of them. And that's going to help them to be a better person for other people also. So also do your part. It's not just about you, okay? We want to help humanity, right? And if this person is trying to finally listen to their divine feminine side of their self, which is the caring, the nurturing, the sensuality, the intuition, the romantic part, they need to heal that what they're fucked up with you, right? So that they can be a romantic and sensual and nurturing and caring person for their next person in their future. And you may say, well, that's not my problem. It is your problem because it's still karma that you have tied to with this person that you ain't even healed. So how you feel that you heal from it, but this other person haven't? Y'all both need to clear this up together so that both of you can heal it together. And even though you go your separate ways, you both are ready now to be a romantic partner for other people in your future. You understand what I mean? That's the humanity within you that you're supposed to be doing as a spiritual person, right? Eight of Cups in reverse. Somebody's still stuck on you or you're still stuck on somebody. Like I'm just explaining, feminine feelings and emotions. And it don't matter whether you're a man or a woman, like I said, okay? If you love your children, you love your mom, and you love whatever, that's the divine feminine within you. Caring, nurturing, loving, the sensuality, how you caress somebody, how you hold somebody's hand, how you cry because you love them, how a man cry at a wedding. That's the divine feminine in them, okay? The masculine of everybody is when you tell your man to go cut down a tree or go chop up some wood, or when you have to go out there and chop up some wood, or when females, you go out there and cut the grass. That's the divine masculine in you. You understand? Okay. And a lot of women like to go cut grass because it's exercise, right? The Magician. Yeah, don't come toward do not be manipulating with these emotions right now. And I'm telling you early because it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire on you. Okay? It's going to backfire. Some of you may not answer this person or whatever because you want to now manipulate the situation and manipulate them the way that they manipulated you. How do you feel that's going to turn out on the best on your end? It's not. Because you're still holding these emotions in the back of your mind, whether you want to admit it to me or not. You don't have to. I see it here. You may not try and think about it, and you try and skip over it. You try and ignore it in your intuition and your subconscious. You try not to think about it, but I know you still think about it. You think about the situation that happened, and you still on and off think about the person because it's still a tie to your emotions. So for some of you, if this person contacts you back, okay, the clearing and the purging of this situation still needs to be handled. But don't be manipulating, okay? The Judgment card again. I keep telling you. Okay. This other person also could have broken up or is breaking up with that person or people in their life. Okay. And they're feeling the need to make things clear with you. Some of you will get back with this person. Some of you will not. But the cloudiness of the situation needs to be purged. Okay? It needs to be purged. This person also may come to you and say that their mother has passed. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And a page. Now, this person may come to you very excited. They may, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So this person still may come across the wrong way. Like, sending out those sexual messages. And yes, I feel that some of them are still in a relationship. But they're understanding with this moon card of really what they need to do. They're just going about it the wrong way. Okay? So. But this Page of Wands also is a new adventure. It is a new creative outlet that you, and also maybe some of your current partners that you're with right now, new creative outlet needs to change. Okay, King of Wands in reverse. You pretty much, this person don't have it like they used to. As you get older, you realize too that you don't have the same swag as you used to when you was 20 something or 30 something, right? You used to catch all the girls, you used to catch all the guys, but now you see that it's very few to choose from, because now you're a king. You're no longer a page. Okay? So kings and queens and empress and emperors look for those other type of like-minded people. And when you was a king or a page, right, it didn't really matter who you hooked up with. Mostly for the masculines, okay? You just went after anything a page wants. Anything that was lustful, sexual, going out, having a good time, being a piece of ass for the day, or getting you a piece of ass for that day, however you want to say it, that's what all that person was really concerned about. But now things has changed. Things have changed. Things are changing with the Wheel of Fortune. It's a strong Sag in this reading. A very strong Sag and Scorpio. I don't think nothing's happening with Sag right now, though. We just had the Scorpio moon, full moon, on the 13th, a couple of days ago. This is also somebody that is about to end something. Look at there, the ring. I knew it was something. Somebody is ending something. It's over and done. It was an unexpected end. Okay? Because their life and what they built and what they're going through, they're tired of it being destroyed. Or they feel like they're being destroyed with whatever that they've been going through or having with these other people or person. Okay? And right now, this person will come towards you because they want to break down, okay, and open up some type of new closeness with you, or establish some type of agreement. They want to establish trust again with you. Okay. You see that remember I talked about the closure? There it go. They want to, with the moon card here, establish a new bond. It's like they messed up however that they did, right? But the bond between you and that person was very close. I see it here. And it's like they had to go through these life experiences as a page to understand about life's up and down as the Wheel and Fortune. There were in some type of commitment here. but now they're breaking up. It's like a serious breakup, whether you're going through it or somebody else is going through it, but it's here. It's no more of a stalemate here. So this person wants to clear up stuff. It also could be that this person is going to ask you to be with them, to marry them, to start, you can sign contracts now. Mercury is no longer retrograde. So this can be why you're contemplating so hard, because through your own tuition too, you could feel the change in this person. Now, please, no, I'm not making excuses for nobody. You know your own situation, right? People do change, rarely, right? But people do change. Why? Because you changed. You're not the same person you were. You've elevated your frequency, your vibration, your ascension. You changed. So other people can do it too. If they're feeling the pressure from source, the way as their rebirth, oh, they'll change. If not, then you'll see it from a mile away still. If you come in close contact with this person. I also see this person, for some of you, they still emotionally don't know how to reach you. I don't know what that means. It could just be your vibration and frequency has changed so much that they don't know how to communicate, what to say, how to come around you, or whatever the case may be. And this is why they're a Page of Wands. They want to explore this now. They want to learn. They're ready for the huge change, the Wheel of Fortune. Now, for some of you also, this could be around Sag time or Scorpio. But it may start in Leo season. So between August the 16th, November the 16th, and December the 16th, this can be happening for you. Okay, so you may be in a relationship with this person right now, and then by one of those months, you break up with this person. Or whatever situation, see there? Embracing the future in reverse. Somebody's future is about to change. You see that person walking through that door? I step into the future with an open heart. What did I talk about for the past 40, 50 minutes? About the heart chakra, right? Somebody is about to open up their heart chakra and surrender to intimacy. Not the same thing as pages, but stepping into this king. And then once they're a king, they can become full power as an emperor. So, somebody is still scared too with the rings here to open up their heart fully and embrace the change, Wheel of Fortune of their future. Because they rather still play it small. And this also could be you too. Okay, so think about what I'm saying. Because I'm having to read two different ways for you and somebody else. Starting fresh. What I tell you, this tornado is coming through, about to clear everything. So starting fresh, embracing the future. Okay, you got career move here. You got a sudden ending, new contract, new business contract, new job. Okay, new alliances, new friends, new lovers, new partnership. Learning how to trust again. Okay, starting fresh. Whether it's with the ex, with all these judgment cards here. It could be again with the ex. You giving them the gamble. You giving them another chance. Okay. Some of you is a concrete no. For some of you, the situation wasn't that bad. And you were able to reconcile. Right. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. This also, again, is why this nature card was here that I told you. You see all the greenery. And your other card is believing in magic. And you see that word magic right here. And the other card of magic was... what is it? And the firefly magic right here. Remember we talked about that? Okay. This card in reverse is true magic is abounding in my life. But it's not, because somebody does not want to be illuminated. This card was in reverse. The steps of going through the wheel of fortune. But you know, the wheel is going to turn anyway. Okay, the wheel is going to turn for you and other people, right? It's just about, do you want to establish, as the wheel turns, a new contract, a new agreement with this person, or leaving a job, because some of you may get all of a sudden fired. Okay, but it's time for you to start fresh anyway. You get what I'm saying? All right, so I showed y'all all the cards. Y'all are very intuitive, because that's how I train y'all, right? That's why my videos be so long, because I teach you how to read as I'm reading to you. Okay, I'm not here just to say, oh yeah, your ex coming back and y'all gonna be happy ever after. No, I'm not one of those readers. Okay, I want you to learn what I'm saying, what I'm teaching you. Okay, communication is coming and a chance. What does that say? Certainty. Somebody's still uncertain that it can be fortune. They're still hiding out. Four swords. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow, because this video already long enough, right? And make sure that you look for the reading that I put out last night, and then you'll understand even more about this reading today. It's called Staying Vigilant, because somebody here is needing to discover their life purpose, not only about their career, but about commitment and love. Okay, so it's not necessarily about an ex, but it still could be somebody new coming towards you. Okay, and you need to clear up your mind. You need to clear up your thoughts. You need to get this cleared up in your subconscious about exes, past situation, and stuff like that, because you can't start fresh and be embracing the future when and you know, when you still are not finished with what's in your subconscious. Okay, which is about still healing from something else. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care, be safe, you know. All right, I love y'all so much, and I love my subscribers. I really do. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow.